Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Top 5 Camp Builds. It was another stupidly tough week with a very stressful decision at the end, trying to come up with a top 5, trying to decide who's going to be in it this week and who's not, but I got there in the end and this is my final top 5. So, if you enjoyed, don't forget to click on that like button, support the channel, give it a share and make sure to subscribe. And also guys, if you want to check out anyone involved, the links for their channels is down below, and if you want to get involved, all you got to do is join the Discord and send in a video of your camp. With all that being said, let's dive into this week's top 5 camp build. Now coming in this week at number 5 is a build from Kalari Builds, and I just thought this one was really cool, very unique, using that new Nuka-Cola truck that we got in the Atomic Shop in the recent weeks, and I just thought it was really different. It was something cool and just creative type of thing. I like the location you decided to build at as well. It really fitted the theme of the actual build, so the actual theme was kind of like Gramps' little kind of stop, like truck stop type of thing. He's got his own little kind of cooking thing going on over here. It looks really cool though, and I liked it. But overall, solid build, like I say. I like the fact how you made it kind of like its own little settlement. It's kind of like a broken down truck that Gramps has just came along, built in, kind of done up to make his home, as well as a kind of business for himself as well, which I thought was really cool overall. And I like the fact that you managed to fit in so many different things all around here. You really made use of every little bit of space that you had. You filled in all the gaps around the door and stuff, thrown in a wall and stuff as well, which looked quite cool. And it was just overall a really interesting build, something very different that we don't get to see very often. But that's why it's just great when we got new stuff in the Atomic Shop, because it kind of gives people new ideas. It kind of ignites this little spark where people go, you know what, I can do this crazy thing, or I can do that crazy thing with it. And I was actually surprised at the lack of people that built with this truck thing. So great job, Kalari. Congrats at number 5. Alright guys, coming up this week at number 4 is going to be Vix, and Vix has done a brilliant job with this one. I'm really happy that she's made it into the top 5 because she's been trying for a long time and she's finally in there. First of all, I love these chimneys. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. At first, like, I was looking at it, and obviously the first view you were a little bit more zoomed out, and I'm thinking, what the hell have you done there? Like, they're not a normal piece on that roof kit, is it? And I was like, have I completely missed something here? And then all of a sudden it zoomed in a little bit more, and I realized it was the Pittsburgh barrels that you used on there, and it looked absolutely fantastic. So first of all, hats off for that. Second of all, the build itself was just really good. I really enjoyed it. I love the actual decorating inside. It's very industrial feeling, but also very fun with the fact that it's the Vault Boys and stuff. So it's very industrial, kind of dull, kind of wastelandy colours, and then you've got these really bright Vault Boys dotted around, and I just thought it added a lot of like colour to the build. It added this kind of unique kind of side to it as well, and I just really liked it. I thought it was really well done. I liked the decorating of it. I liked how you had different areas. You've got like this little cafe a bit, you've got the workshop down the bottom where you've got like the kind of, what's it called again, like the construction line type of thing of the Vault Boys and stuff. The only one thing I would say about this build would be I really wish all of the mannequins and stuff, as well as your ally, I think that is, also had on your it's not ally, I think that's your character actually, but I wish they all had the Vault Boy mascot heads on as well, just to, I don't know, just to add to the funny side of the build. But overall, really fun build. I really enjoyed it. I liked what you did with the place, and yeah, it just worked out really good. So awesome job, and congratulations for getting in the top 5 for the first time, I believe. So awesome job, Vix. I think you were a feature in the past when you did the giant Vault Boy, but now you've got in with the Vault Boy factory. What a weird coincidence that is. But yeah, overall it looks really good. Congrats at number 4. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, up at number 3 this week, we have a build by Galactic Builds, and this one was just spot on. Everything about it was just so pretty much perfect. The decorating was absolutely on point. I like the theme of it being this kind of autumnal kind of build. Lots of Halloween kind of touches in there and stuff, and the colouring and stuff all fitted the theme. And one of the things that really I liked was the actual exterior walls. The fact that you doubled them up and you added in the different variants of it. So you've got like the white kind of brick out here. You had a bit of wood on one bit, and then you had just the standard brick walls on another bit. And I actually really like it. I love these white brick brick walls. I don't know what it is about them. Someone else did a build recently in the last few weeks where they used that inside the build, and I don't know why, it just really stood out for me and I really enjoyed it. So keep using them, guys. I really like the look of these. I think it works out really good. But overall, this build, absolutely spot on. I can't say any bad things about it like that. Inside, like, look at it. Look at the merging going on. Look at that picture on the wall where the Mothman's inside. And just literally, there's another one there. You've got the Fashion Art mask holder, whatever you call it, on the wall up there, the display inside of the reef. And then you've got more merging going on here. You've got the TV monitor inside with the little alarm clocks in there and stuff. And it's just absolutely spot on. Everything about it. Lighting is brilliant. The decorating is brilliant. The layout of the place is brilliant. Like, everything just spot on. So brilliant job with this one, Galactic. I really enjoyed it. I think it looked really good. I like the offsetted walls and stuff as well there. There's a very little gap between them ones. But overall, just great job. Like, look at that. Just, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just an all-round really nice build. It's no, like, it's not a crazy theme, which is probably why it stayed kind of like the mid-level in the top 5 of this one. It's at number 3. It could have been bumped up a little bit if it went with some crazy theme, maybe. But overall, it had to be in there because it was really solid camp. Something to kind of give people different ideas. Like, look at this kitchen. Like, this is the type of stuff that inspires people to go out and go, you know what, I want a kitchen like that in my camp, so I'm going to go do it. So that was one of the reasons why I felt like this one had to be in there in the top 5. And look at the picture in the background over there with the neon Mothman lighting as well. I thought that looked fantastic. So really cool idea with that. I think that was really unique. Not seen anyone do that. And overall, great job. Congrats at number 3, Galactic. Now, coming in at number 2 this week, we've got a build by Left Harker, and this one is a really interesting looking build. It's something which kind of, at first I was like, wait a minute, what parts of this build was already there? What has been changed? What's kind of changing stuff? And I was like, I really wish he added in a bit where he shows what it looked like before he added in all this stuff. And then next thing you know, look at that. This is what it looked like beforehand. And then you see the difference he made. And I thought it was really cool. It was a really awkward one to kind of work around and stuff. And it's something which I haven't seen before, weirdly. And you guys know I'm always asking you guys, try and come up with something a bit unique, something a little bit different. And I understand the fact that that's really hard. We've been building camps for, what, 3 years now. The amount of unique ideas you can come up with is really tough, but when someone does something which is just slightly out the ordinary, something a little bit unique, it really stands out for me. And when something like that happens, I really want to show it. And one of the things that was really cool I liked in this one was the kind of merging in of the scrap walls. You've got them kind of using as like a banister in parts of the build, as you can see there. They're like been destroyed into the foundations, creating a kind of wall in between, like where you would normally put like a defensive wall. Like there you've got the one from the kind of, I can't remember which one that was from, but it's, can you see the railings on the left hand side there with the plants and stuff wrapped around them? That one there, like here's a better view. You come around, you've got the scrap walls kind of destroyed in there, as well as these destroyed porches, and it just added in this kind of really law friendly kind of rustic build, and I really enjoyed it. So awesome job, mate. Congrats at number 2 this week. And then we have number 1, ladies and gentlemen, and again, it's gonna be Moonlight Cowboy. He didn't make it into the top 5 last week, but this week he's came back extremely strong with this just fantastic build. Honestly, this one for me, at first I was watching it, I was going, you know what, this could be quite cool. I like them glass windows and stuff, and then you start watching it more and you see the inside and it just looks absolutely perfect. I'm sorry, like it just does. This is perfect for me. I would love this to be my camp. I think it just, I love underbridge builds. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the fact that you kind of work around a pre-existing location and stuff, and it just works really well. I like it when people work with pre-existing locations, hence why the decisions this week at number 1 and number 2, but it just works so well, and I really liked it. Like the open plan inside was something for me that was really different. Normally when I've seen people build here in the past, a lot of people, some people that stand out for me is like Morpheus GI. He's done a couple of camps over here, and when he does them, it's a really cool take on it. It's a really rustic, very scrappy vibe, something that is completely probably the opposite to what this build is. And that's the kind of builds which you kind of normally see here. You see the rustic, scrappy builds where it's very law friendly and stuff. You come in and it's kind of like someone's came in and they've just took it over and just done it up. Whereas this one, like look at the inside of this. This is completely different. This is why it really stood out for me. I love the lighting. I think the lighting works really well. It's kind of like really dim lit in there. Nothing over the top. pop, no really bright colours or anything like that. Decorating wise, I think it was spot on, like with the colours of the actual ornaments and stuff. No like kind of, you know, them Atomic Shop items that are just really bright. That look good in some builds, but it wouldn't look right in this build, I don't think. But overall, I just think everything worked so perfectly. Look at the shower as well. You've got the shower in there, you've got the concrete walls all really tightly squashed in and stuff. Not a single gap whatsoever in them. Hats off to you for that. That's really well done as well. You've got the bathroom and stuff in here. Nice bit of merging going on yet again. And just as you go through this build, the more little things you spot, and I just thought it was done really well. I love the decorating side of it. I love the layout. I love the use of the glass walls along the side there, giving a kind of like an overlook of the water out the side. And it was just, everything was spot on for me in this one. Like, I don't know, Moonlight, we've got a love-hate relationship. One week you do a build and I'm like, you know what, it's quite similar to a build you've done in the past. This was last week, by the way. It was a great build, but I was like, it is a bit similar to some of the other ones. And then you come in this week and you bring this out and I'm like, you know what, absolutely spot on. This build is fantastic. So, just brilliant work all around, mate. I think this is your 4th #1 now, so congrats on that. And yeah, all around spot on build. Really enjoyed it. Congrats at #1 this week. Alright guys, this week I do have a couple of features. First of all, we got Uranium Fever with a build by Monster76. This is a kind of like machinima, all themed around the TV show Lost. So if you're a fan, definitely check this one out. Really cool video, kind of taking you through the story of the show and stuff. Definitely something a little bit different and something to just kind of, I don't know, enjoy. So there you go, make sure to check that one out if you haven't done so already. But there you go guys, that was this week's top 5 camp builds. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and yeah, a little shout out to everyone that got involved this week. I nearly did another feature and then I realised, hang on a minute, no, that was from a Halloween submission, which actually brings me to the point which I was meant to remind you of at the start of the video. There is the currently ongoing the monthly competition for Halloween builds. So if you've got one, you're building one, get it in, get it sent in, and yeah, I'll review them all in 2 weeks when these submissions all end. But yeah, little shout out to everyone that got involved. We had Sorrow, Topher Wing, Techno Viking, Jawa 4, Twisted Rose, Thanatos Wolf, Lady H, Monster 76, Milne 1983, Maka X Bria, Flotten Moin, Kalari Builds, Reasonable Madness, Bella Boo, Daka the Wanderer, Moonlight Cowboy, Galactic Builds, Left Harker, and Vix W87. Thank you all for getting involved, guys. Great job if you made it in the top 5. If you didn't make it in the top 5, don't sweat it. The competition was stupid. Literally, I went through the builds this week of the submissions, sorry, and the first 5 builds, I went, well, there's the top 5. Like, do I need to watch any more? I was like, there's literally the top 5 video. If I wanted to go over it, I could literally just go with them 5 because they were all spot on, really good builds. I didn't end up going with just the top 5, as you guys will have noticed by now and stuff. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. So yeah, that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.